Hey family, guess what? Today is Monday, November 20th, and I am on not to just talk about nothing. November Soul Sampler unboxing, and I'm on time. I'm on time. How exciting. Last month was, I just did it, a week ago? And this month is right on time. But I explained why last month was so long in waiting. So, anyway, I hope everyone is doing well and preparing for the Thanksgiving holiday and getting ready to spend time with friends and family and enjoy a feast. Which, why do we only have a feast on Thanksgiving? Like, why not? What happened to the traditional Sunday dinners where families got together and all sat around the table and enjoyed a good meal together? What happened to those feasts? I think we should bring those back. My opinion, I think we should bring those back. But anyway, I'm the last week has been an emotional one for me, and yesterday did not make things any better. I am missing my son terribly and having a hard time dealing with the fact that he is in a state by himself with no family around for the holidays, and he's beginning to feel it too. So I am trying to surprise him by ordering him Thanksgiving dinner and having it delivered to him. He's got to work on Thursday. He'll be working from home, but still, if I were there, I would have been able to cook. And as soon as he was off, or even for his lunch break, we could have had our Thanksgiving meal together. So, like I said, it's been an emotional week now. It's been about a week that I've been really not doing so well, just thinking about him being alone. And then with some events that took place yesterday, that didn't help. But I am still thankful. I am thankful that I'm alive. I'm thankful that my children are alive and well. And I'm thankful that God is giving me an opportunity to even contemplate going back to Virginia. So all is not lost. I have much to be grateful for, and I am. Now, just to start up a GoFundMe page so I can raise this money and get this rental truck and move all my stuff back to Virginia would be icing on the cake. But I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that. That kind of bugs me. Like, people set up GoFundMe pages for everything now. Like, yeah. But I am going to get a part-time job so that I can raise the money a little bit faster. 15 to 1800 is not a lot when I'm thinking about it, but I'm going to have to get a part-time job so that I can raise it a lot quicker. And I have already begun looking for jobs in Virginia, even if I have to leave this new one that I was supposed to start today. I'm okay with that. I want to be with my son and I want to be in Virginia. So, and I have reached out to the vice president over the team that I was a part of at the job I had in Virginia. I hadn't planned to, but what the heck? The worst that he can say is no. That there is no openings right now or what have you. So I've reached out to him, and let me tell you, before the supervisor or director, she was known as, before she got laid off, she asked me to come back that week that I was there for vacation. And had I been thinking, I would have said yes. I just need a couple of days to go back and get my things, and I'm here. But I didn't do that. And then the following week, she got laid off. So let me be real frank and honest with myself. And if I get a call, if I get an email from the vice president saying, come back, I'm out. I gotta go. I'm not even waiting. I will buy a plane ticket and come back for the birth of my grandson. But if the door opens for me to get back to Virginia, through my previous job, I'm running through it and I'm not looking back. But anyway, none of this is what you guys came on to watch. You guys came on to watch the unboxing of this box. So let's do it. And it's pretty thick. It's not sitting flush. It's kind of, we'll see what's in it. Ooh. I love these new inserts that they're putting in here now. And this is the second one, so I really, really like it. Again, they're trying to step up their game, and that's good. And this is the insert, Fall in Love. Awesome. Okay. Oh. Got a little something on the back here. Clementine. It's a quilt-along. Our 2018 charity quilt benefits St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. We have created a limited number of quilt kits and backing sets for this quilt-along using Mama's Cottage by April Rosenthal for Moda Fabrics. On the 25th of every month from January to July 2018, we will be releasing the pattern and video of the block for each month. We only ask for a suggested donation of $5 to our St. Jude campaign each time you download our patterns. Together we can make a difference. Join us and help raise money for St. Jude. And that is at www.fatquartershop.com/clementine-quilt-along.com. Let me tell you that again. www.fatquartershop.com/clementine-quilt-along.com. And I'll put it in the description box below. But it is a charity quilt, and this is perfect. There it is. This is going to be perfect because I've been contemplating taking a portion of my tithes and donating to St. Jude's Research Hospital as well as Shriners. So this can go along with that. And I was contemplating starting it in January, so that just makes it even the better. So let's get started. Sew Sampler, Fall in Love, November 2017. And of course, there's fabric. And where there's fabric, there's probably a pattern. Let's see. Autumn Stars, Farmer's Daughter Fat Quarter Bundle by Layla Boutique for Moda Fabrics. Take a stroll down the back roads, gather bouquets of wild irises and dandelions, and rest in the simple beauty of the countryside. The Farmer's Daughter collection by Layla Boutique lovingly captures memories of life on the farm as recalled by her mother and grandmother. These 6 fat quarters illustrate the verdant splendor of the pastures and fields. 100% cotton. Includes 6 18-inch by 21-inch rectangles. MSRP is $16.98. Yeah, I spotted the fabric as soon as I picked up that little paper. And there is the first one. Pretty. And the second one, and that looks like it's a light brown. It doesn't look like a gray. It looks like a light brown. And a green. And I think this next one, this mustard colored, is going to be my favorite. This one has words on it. What do the words say? Be kind, love, eat. Wait. Tell the truth. Keep your ears wide open. Listen. Something. Okay. Well, the color for sure is definitely my fave so far. Let's see what else we got. Oh, wrong end. I had more that way. There we go. That's nice. I like that one. Oh, I think this is going to be my second favorite. So I like that. Those colors are pretty. That's like a pink or peach. It's very pretty though. Awesome. Fabric. Cut to the Good Stuff rotary cutter case, fat quarter shop. The children have been out of school. They're out of school for the week for Thanksgiving. This adorable aqua rotary cutter case will keep your most valuable sewing notions nice and protected with an elastic band and mesh pocket for storage. You can keep rotary cutters, thread spools, scissors, seam rippers, and even small rulers neat and organized. Tote your things about without a worry and just cut to the good stuff. Fat Quarter Shop exclusive, retail $8.98. Let's see. There it is. And this might be nice to use if you're going like to a class or a retreat to carry your rotary cutters. That's pretty cool. There's the mesh pocket and then the elastic band. I think that would be perfect to put your rotary cutter and maybe your scissors and seam ripper and so forth in here. Like I said, if you're headed to a class or a retreat, that would be perfect. Perfect size and everything. John James Pebble Quilting Needles. John James needles, fine quality needles in a pebble. The John James Pebbles are designed to store your hand needles safely, making them instantly visible and easily accessible in your sewing box, craft bag, top drawer, or even your handbag. John James offers numerous types of needles, and each case has a distinctive color for quick identification. Needle sizes is 3/9. Includes 16 needles. MSRP is $9.55. Okay. There you go. Let's just see. Okay, well maybe not. You ever try to open something and you can't? Like, really? Oh my goodness. That's a good seal on that. I couldn't get it open. There you go. John James Pebble. Oh my goodness. Like, this is hard to open. And there you have it. And they look like they're different sizes just by the size of the eye. And maybe that's just the length of them. Oh, they're in there pretty snug. That's a small one. Can you see that? They're in there pretty good. I like that. It's a good grip on them. As hard as that was to open, these needles are not going anywhere. Nowhere. One Canoe 2 Holiday Greeting Card. Share warm thoughts for the season with this beautiful greeting card by One Canoe 2, a designer from Moda Fabrics. This 4.5 by 5.5, let's start over. This 4.25 by 5.5 card features rich hand-painted illustrations with metallic gold accents printed on heavy cardstock, and is blank so you can completely customize your greetings and well wishes. Fat Quarter Shop exclusive, MSRP $4.50. Aw, tidings of comfort and joy. Oh, and it comes with an envelope. How neat. My only problem? I'm going to need more than one. Like I have several special people that I need to send a card to. I'm going to need more than one. But I guess that's why they let you know how much it is so you can order some more. Let's see. Bright's Make Your Mark Clothespin Set by Moda Fabrics. Perfect for marking your spot when flipping through fabrics, keeping your steps organized when working on the WIP, which is works in progress, or for cute decor in your studio. Includes 12 clothespins, size 1 3/4 by 1 3/4 inches by 4 inches. MSRP is $5.99. And oh, I think I have an idea of what I'm going to use these for. It says make your mark. Oh, yes, I know exactly what I'm going to use these for. Like, how can I show them to you? Let's clip them and see. Oh, and they're nice and sturdy. They're not just little rinky-dink clothespins. These are pretty. These are pretty sturdy. Those kids are having a good time. A really good time. They're nice and loud. Let's see. I'm trying to get them all on here so I can show them to you all at one time. Okay, I don't know what's wrong with that one, but oh my. She is screaming. Okay. There you go. They're playing. The kids really aren't being hurt. They're out there playing. But aren't those cute? And I won't be using them in the sewing room. I'll be using them on my planners. Like, this is perfect. To help mark the pages where you need to turn to quickly. Or you could use it in like a book or a magazine. That would be perfect. Save your pages where you're at. That would be awesome. And let's see. Sew Sampler exclusive Autumn Stars quilt pattern. I told you if there's fabric, there's a pattern. Simple but unique stars take shape quickly, surrounded by sweet little twinkles in the Autumn Stars quilt pattern. Designed to use 6 fat quarters, this pattern is wonderful for large and small scale prints alike. Enjoy your own special night school. Oh my gosh. Enjoy your own special night sky full of autumn stars. Bonus size option included. If you want to make the lap version, pick up your Autumn Stars finishing kit, which includes background and binding. And of course, there's a YouTube video to coincide with it. And there is the pattern. And it goes along with, of course, the 6 fat quarters, because that's all you need to make the blocks. And a backing fabric, of course. Awesome. Background fabric. Cool. All right. Basket block number 8 recipe card, designed by Lori Holt of Bee in My Bonnet. Sew along with us each month as we create these charming basket blocks featuring confetti cotton solids by Riley Blake Designs. Pattern contains instructions to make 5.5 inch, 10.5 inch, and 15.5 inch unfinished square blocks. MSRP $1.48. And there is number 8 card. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. That's pretty cool. And of course, coupon, members only exclusive offer. Enjoy 30% off all November box items. So anything that was in the box, I could get it for an additional 30% off. Or on the back, it says fall into big savings. Take 40% off select holiday gifts and accessories. Awesome. I like that shirt. Eat, sleep, quilt, repeat. I like that. And of course, another sticker I will use. Measure twice. Talked about that last week when I opened October's Soul Sampler box. So yes, definitely we'll use that one as well. Like, I'm sure I can find multiple places on my cutting table to use that. So that is it for November's Soul Sampler unboxing. Perfect. Again, not disappointed. I enjoyed every bit of what's in it, and as soon as I can get everything back to Virginia and I can get myself back to Virginia, I will enjoy every bit of it. But hold on one second. One thing I forgot. Many years ago, many. It was like 10 years ago. Someone gifted me with um, fabric and patterns and books, sewing books. And 3 of those books were Nancy Zieman books. And maybe 4 years ago, 5 years ago, I looked at the books and I was like, I haven't done anything with these books. And at that time, I was not going to sew clothes. So I was like, what's the point in me holding on to these books? If I ever desire to sew clothes, I can buy these books again. I can go online and buy the books again. And as many of you may have already heard, Nancy Zieman passed away last Thursday. And I remember watching Sewing with Nancy on PBS in Louisiana when we lived there, and here in Texas when I moved here and when I started my family and so forth. And I remember watching Sewing with Nancy when I wasn't even thinking about sewing. I was, a little girl, and I would get up on a Saturday morning to watch Sewing with Nancy. I wasn't thinking about sewing, but I was intrigued. And so with her passing, she exuded a very sweet, kind spirit from the TV. And she's going to be missed tremendously, of course, by her friends and her family, but by the sewing community as well. I think she put her heart into it, and she was so intent and intentional of sharing her passion for sewing and helping others to understand how to sew and to understand the love of sewing and to appreciate it. So I went on a hunt to Half Price bookstore, and I found one of the books that I had given away. I found one of them. I'm now on search for the other 2 so that I will have all 3 of them. And then I'll probably look to see if I can find any more of her other books that she's got out. But definitely the 3 that I gave away. As soon as she announced that she was stepping away because she had been diagnosed with terminal cancer, my first thought was, I had all of her books. Okay, I had 3 of her books and I gave them away. What was I thinking? And yeah, that was my thought. I'm not sewing clothes. I don't need those. Let me give them away. And I donated them. Maybe someone else can use them. I'm not using them. So, in all honesty, I'm thinking about going back to where I donated them to, because you just never know. You never ever know. But I did find one, and that's this one. 10, 20, 30 minutes to sew. And I did like this book, but like I said, thought, I don't have time to sew clothes. I'm not even interested in sewing clothes. But in this book, she goes through different things you can do to set aside 10 minutes, 20 minutes, or even 30 minutes a day. And if you can set aside that time each day or every few days or whatever, by the end of the week, you could have a finished garment. And so she just lays out different things you can do. One of them being you could cut all your pattern pieces out that you're going to need for that particular pattern. One is washing all of your fabric and serging all of the edges so that they don't unravel. Just a myriad of things. Let's see. Then she explained some things in here that I was like, oh, I didn't know that's what that little symbol was for on the patterns. Um, let's see. Hmm. So she talks about different notions that you can use that'll help save time. Um, like I said, different things that you can do to save, different things that you can do to sit at your sewing machine, or maybe not even sit at the sewing machine, just 10 to 20, 30 minutes each day that you can do something that when you do finally sit down at your sewing machine and have time to sew, you can sew, maybe the collar onto the garment, and that's all you get done that day. And then maybe the next day you're able to do the sleeves, and then maybe, you're able to do the front of it or the back of it or whatever the case may be, whatever it is that you're sewing, just to do a little bit each day until by the end of the week you finally have a finished garment. I'm one of those. When I sit down at the sewing machine, I seriously can sit there for 8 hours. I enjoy it that much, and it doesn't seem like 8 hours. When I finally look at the clock, I'm going, oh my gosh, it's that time already. So enjoying that is priceless. But that only happens on, say, like a Saturday. But what about, Monday through Friday, when you don't have 8 hours to sit at your sewing machine and quilt or sew a garment? You can take 10 minutes, 20 minutes, or even 30 minutes and, prepare or do a little sewing or whatever, so that by the end of the week you have something that you've completed or at least gotten quite a bit accomplished on. So I did pick up that book, like I said, at Half Price Books, and I got it for $6. And I am on the hunt now for a few of her other books. But I'm very grateful for her show, and grateful that we have the World Wide Web that we have now, that we can even go back and look at various shows that she had and put out in YouTube, videos on YouTube. Like, they're not going anywhere, so we can still partake in her teachings. So, all right, with that all being said, I think I've bored you enough. I will talk to you guys sooner rather than later. And again, I hope you have a very blessed and happy Thanksgiving. From me to you and your family. Happy Thanksgiving. Bye.